Welcome to the Dray way. 37 days away from the election. Just 37 days. And oh my gosh, do I have a show for you guys today. It's time. It's time. It's 37 days away from the election. And it's time. It's time just to put it all out there. It's time to say what we need to say. And that is, oh my gosh, Donald Trump is just a big freaking loser. Oh my gosh. He is just... Oh, I watched him. It was painful to watch this man. He is such a loser. And now I have to sit there and question, how is anybody still thinking this man is viable for anything? How do you sit there and watch this guy day after day after day and think that this is somebody that should be in the White House? Have you completely lost your mind? I have to ask you, if you are a Republican, what are you thinking with this man? This man has gotten to the point now, he just babbles nonsense. And nobody calls it out. Nobody says, wait a minute, he didn't answer the question. Wait a minute, what's he saying? Wait a minute, what's he talking about? I mean, you could do that day after day after day. He doesn't make any sense. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And now, I've gotten to the point now. I'm at this point. I don't know if you guys are there. I'm asking. First of all, welcome to the show. My name's Drayton Nain. This is the Dray way. And we are just 37 days out. And if I sound like I'm ranting a little bit, good. Because I am. Because now, after just day after day of watching complete and total nonsense out of Donald Trump's mouth. This guy is dumb. He's a dumb man. He just says dumb stuff, and it's not normal. It's not. I don't want to pretend like this is normal anymore. You know, forget about selling watches and sneakers and what are we doing? The guy is a complete butternut. The guy is a complete loser. And he's going to lose again. He lost the first election by what, 3 million votes? And he got all upset about it and started making up this whole thing about the elections being fake, even though the Electoral College had him, hey, here you go, the Electoral College had you as a winner. Well, that's not enough. I have to win the popular vote. You didn't win the popular vote. Most people don't like you. And then the next election, oh, it was rigged again. No, most people don't like you. And now we're heading into another election because once again, Republicans are like, let's put forward the guy that keeps losing, the guy that can't win anything, the guy that gets fewer votes than anyone again and again and again. Let's put him up again. Like that's a good idea. He's a terrible person. Every word out of his mouth is nonsense BS. And the media doesn't know how to handle it. But you can see it on Kamala Harris's face now. You can see before she even starts to talk about his reference in any way, shape, fashion, or form. She gets a strange look on her face like she's going to pass gas. And there's a reason for that. He's just an awful person that no one should have to talk about. And now I'm at the point, and I'm sure some of you are also at the point. And by the way, don't forget to subscribe and follow this channel because I'm going to be going on about this for the next 37 days. But now, if you're voting for this knucklehead, I'm starting to look at you and go, what is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Why would you vote for someone like this? How do you think this is going to look 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 100 years from now? Do you want your children and your great-grandchildren, your great-great-grandchildren looking back and going, you mean my great-grandfather voted for that idiot? Yeah. Because Donald Trump is a racist. He says racist things on almost a daily basis. Everybody acknowledges he's a racist. And if you're voting for him, guess what that makes you? Yes, it makes you a racist. That's right. If you're voting for that man, if you're in the same club as him, you're poisoned by him. If you're supporting a racist, you're a racist. And some of you are like, well, I guess I am. Yeah. Some of you are just fine with it, apparently. But it's not a winning policy. And that's what I need you to understand. It's not winning against older people. No, people over 65, they're voting for Harris. Women, no. Women, 11, 12% voting for Harris. Young people, no. 18 to 29, 32 points ahead for Harris. People of color, no. Way, way up in numbers for Harris. So who on God's green earth is voting for Trump? Who? Who's doing it? Who did I leave out? Oh yeah, angry white men. Yeah, angry white men that can be sold a bill of goods that, everybody's taking your position that you should have. Everyone's taken from you. But that's not enough. So I'm here to tell you he's not going to win anything. He's not going to win. He didn't win the first time. He didn't win the second time. And he's not going to win the third time. But someone needs to tell you that you backing him at this point is now poisoning you. You now look bad. You now look ridiculous because you're spouting the same nonsense he is. I watch it every day. I watch this show or this thing on YouTube, or I watch that. And I'm listening to all you guys on YouTube or on TikTok, and I'm listening to you guys. Oh, the country's terrible. It's awful. Recession. What recession? What are you talking about? Where do you live? There's no recession. GDP looks fantastic. Wages are going up. Prices have stabilized. That inflation spike that the world had? Yeah, it's not a problem anymore. Inflation in the United States, I think, what is it, 2.2 now? Even that's been corrected. Interest rates are coming down. Gas prices are coming down. The stock market's at an all-time high. And you're still talking about recession? What's wrong with you? We just had a $100 billion hurricane. Who's going to fix that? How many jobs is that going to create, having to repair $100 billion in damage from a hurricane? 50,000, 100,000, 200,000 workers? How many? It's going to take who knows how many workers to fix all that. But that's just the beginning. Maybe you haven't realized this, but now we're starting to enter into an energy crisis. And when I say energy crisis, we have AI that is exploding. And you know what AI needs? AI needs energy. So we have to upgrade our power grid significantly over the next 5 years. You're talking about hundreds and hundreds of billions of dollars and hundreds of thousands of jobs. So where is this recession coming from? Stop it already. Stop trying to scare people. Stop doing it. It doesn't need to be done. The country is doing really well. And don't worry, the country's not crazy enough to put Trump anywhere near the White House. And neither should you. Because this country now has real problems. It has real issues when it comes to fixing and repairing 3 states that just got devastated. Those are real problems. Those are real issues that takes a strong, competent government to help fix. A government that Trump and others say, government, we don't need government. Government, we don't, blah, 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 blah. No. In times of crisis like this, it's exactly what we need. We need the government to step up and help. Let me know what you guys think. Tell me in the comments, am I on or am I off? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, welcome to the Dray Way. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Stick with me. We got a lot more to talk about. I know I kind of went off on a rant there. I'm sorry. But more to talk about. Hold on. Yes, we're just 37 days out from the election. Just 37 days out. And I know one of the things you guys are always concerned about is where do we stand right now? Where are we? This is how much, I'm not going to talk right now about polls. I'll get to that. What I'm going to tell you right now in Virginia, what's happening in Virginia, and I'm talking about voting. I'm not talking about polls. I'm not talking about maybe this, maybe that. I'm talking about actual votes. And the votes are in for Democrats in a major, major way. I'm talking about a huge increase in Democratic vote. In some counties, up 200 to 300% from 2020. Now think about that. What did I just say? Up 200 to 300% in some counties in Virginia. Those are votes. That's not polls. That's actual votes. So that's why I tell you it is so important. It is so important on election day. When we're sitting there watching the numbers come in, watch Virginia. Watch Virginia, watch Virginia, watch Virginia. Because you want to see her get, because Biden won Virginia 54 to 44. So like I told you guys before, but I want you to pay really careful attention to that margin on election night. Because if she pulls off a victory by 12 or 14, whoo! And let me give you the updates. Here's the updates. Wisconsin, Harris is up. Michigan, Harris is up. Pennsylvania, Harris is well up. North Carolina, Harris is up. Georgia, Harris is up. Nevada, if you watched the prior episode, you already know I called Nevada. Nevada is going blue. And Arizona, she has the slimmest of all the states lead. She has less than a 1% lead in Arizona. So the state, out of all 7 of the so-called swing states, of all the swing states, the only one where she's just up by a sliver is Arizona. So this is looking like a very, very bad election for not just Donald Trump, but I want you to think about everybody else down the ticket. I mean, right now, right as we're 37 days out from the election. And guess who's losing in Texas? Yeah, Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is probably going to lose. Rick Scott is probably going to lose. And they should, because they're just really bad, you know. Now, does Texas and Florida go blue? Oh, I know that's too crazy to talk about, right? I think there's a chance Florida indeed does go blue. I'll have to see it to believe it, but I really think women and Latinos and people of color can change Florida blue. I really believe that. Now, whether Latinos can get it done in Texas, I want to believe they can. I want to believe so much that this is the year they make it happen. Because Latinos can make it happen whenever they want. Whenever Latinos decide, we've had enough of, the Republican side that doesn't do anything for you. As soon as they've had enough, Texas will go blue. Does it do it this election? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think what's more likely to go blue. Is it Florida? Or do you think it's Texas? And what do you think about the Senate races? Let me know what you think about the Senate races. Let me know if you think Ted Cruz is going down and if Rick Scott is going down. Let me know what you think, because we're just 37 days out now. We're 37 days away from the election. And I can tell you right now, I'm feeling very optimistic when it comes to all 3 branches. As far as the Senate, the House, and the White House, I really and truly believe that we are in the position, that Democrats are in position to win all 3. The Senate, the House, and the White House. And if and when that happens, think of all the things that can actually get done instead of the gridlock that we have. Especially right now, we have a Republican House. What did that Republican House get done in 2 years? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And you want to know why they got nothing done? Because Republicans don't have a plan. They don't have an idea for America. Right now, it's just obstruction. And America doesn't need obstruction. We need to come together, and we need to understand we got to get stuff done. AI is here. And AI requires energy. And we have to put in the necessary infrastructure. And Biden just did that. Biden just did an infrastructure bill, but we got so much more to do. So again, this is episode 37 days away from the election. I'm glad you joined me. We got a lot more to talk about. If you haven't seen any of the prior episodes, please take a look. And don't forget, new episode tomorrow. So that's it. That's a wrap for 37 days out. Let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, I'll see you guys real soon. Have a good day.